The Boston Red Sox hit the field looking to get back on top of the American League East. We're breaking down every pitch all season long on Ovi's Backstop Podcast, part of the CMG Sports Podcast Network.
This one is slugged down the line, hooked into the corner, and that ball's gone. Hunter Renfroe gets the Red Sox on the board, his sixth home run. Slammed into center field. Inciarte will watch it fly. It's gone. A two-run homer. A pair of home runs. And he's going to sit down. That is strike three. Upon looking for 97 here. And down he goes, hacking. Back-to-back strikeouts. The third will serve to third base. Here comes the throw to the plate, and he is safe. Verdugo diving in.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Ovi's Backstop Podcast. I'm your host, Ovi Muniz, and quick recap of what happened in this last series with the Red Sox and the Braves. As you know, the Red Sox went ahead and split the series 1-1. It was a tremendous game for Charlie Morton, who pitched 7 solid innings, retiring the last 13 batters that he faced. The Braves went out to win 3-1. But in Game 2, Renfroe and Devers homered. Plus, the Red Sox scored 4 runs in the bottom half of the 6th inning and went along to defeat the Braves 9-5. Pivetta earned his 6th win. He is 6-0, but he gave up 4 runs. But it doesn't matter because the Red Sox bat were swinging away in Game 2 and supported him in that victory. And looking at the standings right now, Red Sox. Finally, and I would say finally, but the dues paid off because when you are struggling with runners in scoring position, you get to be in second place. And Tampa Bay Rays are very hot right now. And we all know that the Red Sox can't handle the Rays, but until they meet again, you know, we got that tight race that's going on between the Rays and the Red Sox and the New York Yankees. But looking at it this way, the Red Sox splitting it, and they continue with their struggles to try to get that winning streak at Fenway Park. Couldn't they make this happen right now going to this series coming up, which is the Marlins? You know, who knows? The Marlins are also trying to get back into first place where they're only 2.5 games back from the New York Mets in the National League East. So there's plenty to talk about here. But the one thing I like to know is, when will the Red Sox make this winning streak happen at Fenway Park? Are we waiting for May 29th when we're at 100% capacity at Fenway Park? I think so. It's a different environment. It's going to happen. And I have a good feeling that once the 100% the fans are there, that the Red Sox will hype it up. And I guarantee they're going to make that run. And when they gain first place again, they're not looking back. And it doesn't matter which team it is. They got the talent. They got a whole bunch of utility players. And they're going to make this run. I guarantee it. But to look at the Braves real quick before I move on to the Marlins. Look, they only had 29 at-bats in the first game, which is kind of very low and unusual for the Red Sox, thanks to Charlie Morton again. But when they came in Game 2, they had at least 32 at-bats, a couple of home runs. I mean, their averages went up to 219, and they went 2 for 6 in runners in scoring position. And that is good. That is promising compared to Game 1 when they went 0 for 5 in runners in scoring position. But overall, they got a split. They're only half a game behind the Rays. They still got plenty of time. There is no worries on this side. No worries. And if you look at the Red Sox baseball, they are not worried either. They're just having fun, doing their thing. And I promise you, the Red Sox will come back and take over that first place sooner than you know it. But moving on to the Marlins, it is, again, competitive on both sides. But can the Red Sox sweep the Marlins? somehow, some way, the bats, they're not swinging their way, and they almost feel like every other game over there at Fenway Park, the Red Sox try to make some noise. But, hey, more to follow on that, but the 3-game series coming up, and we got Perez, Eovaldi, Rodriguez, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday games. And for the Marlins, we have Poteet, Rogers, and Alcantara. All right. Red Sox got a chance for a 3-game sweep. They could do it, and they must do it, because starting the month of June, we got the Astros and the Yankees, and then the Astros again. And then on top of all that, after those series are over, we're facing the Blue Jays. So Red Sox got to make this happen this series, and they could do it with Perez, Eovaldi, and Rodriguez. For Eovaldi and Rodriguez, they can make this comeback because they've been struggling for the last couple of weeks. Their ERAs are skyrocketing. They could have a chance to bring it back down and have a winning games. So there you have it. 3-game series coming up. I'll have everything, full details, Sunday as we go in depth on the Red Sox baseball and baseball news around the major leagues. So on behalf of Clovercrest Media, I'm Over Nice. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Please support if you like this channel. Please subscribe. More details coming up this Sunday at the end of the Miami Marlins series.
Thank you so much for listening to OV's Backstop Podcast, part of the CMG Sports Podcast Network. For more, visit hhwshow.com.